Hello, my name is Carrie Heaney and I'm an 8th grade math teacher at Sky Vista Middle School in the Cherry Creek School District. One of the ways that we can help students in math classes is to get them to be true mathematicians, in the sense that the easiest way to solve problems is to ask good questions. Unfortunately, question asking is not something that we all are just able to do. We need practice with it. One of the suggestions I make to my students is that they ask at least one question every day in class. And that question shouldn't be a yes or a no question. It should be a question that requires an explanation. And I encourage them to write that question down on a sticky note. That way, when they're sitting in class, they're not so focused on their question that they miss the instruction. If they just write their question on a sticky note, set it aside, then when the opportunity comes to ask the question, they can ask the question without losing track of what's going on in class. The really neat part about the sticky note is that once they've asked the question, they can store it away in their binder on a page, keep a page for all the questions they've asked. And when they go home that night, as a parent, you now have something you can talk to your child about as to what happened in class that day. Instead of saying, "What did you learn?" you can ask your child, "What question did you ask today in math class?" And your child should be able to explain to you the question as well as the answer that they got. And if they can explain that answer to you, then they truly understood the solution to the question they asked. However, if they can't explain it, it really opens up an opportunity as a family to sit down and discuss what are the next steps. You're still struggling with this, how do we go back into class and talk about that? Or, you really got that answer, that's really great, what new questions did it raise for you? Another place where I feel the questions really help students is that students rarely in middle school know how to study for an exam. It's really hard to look back over everything in that unit and realize that all the pieces that went together. But if they've saved their sticky note questions every day, and they've got them somewhere on a piece of paper, they've now got questions that go with every part of the unit that they learned. And they can organize those sticky notes into the half that they really understand or the half that they still need to focus on. And it gives them a chance to organize their own questions, not questions that I generated for them, not questions that they pulled from a book, but their own questions, the ones that meant something to them.